Long ago, in a quiet African village surrounded by thick forests and rolling hills, the elders often warned children never to eat in the dark. They would say, "If you eat in the darkness, you are not alone. Spirits may sit with you." At first, the children thought it was just a way to scare them. But one story, passed from generation to generation, revealed why this warning was more than just words. In this village lived a boy named Kofi, who was known for his endless appetite. While other children were satisfied with their meals, Kofi always wanted more. He would sneak food, hide it, and even wake up at night to eat in secret. His mother often told him, "Do not eat in the dark, my son. It is a dangerous thing." But Kofi laughed and said, "Darkness cannot eat my food." One evening, after a long day of hunting and farming, the villagers gathered for a feast. They roasted meat, pounded fufu, and shared palm wine under the warm glow of torches. But greedy Kofi filled his calabash with more food than he could finish. Instead of eating with the others, he slipped away, waiting until nightfall when everyone had gone to bed. When the moon rose high, Kofi tiptoed out of his hut with his calabash. He sat outside in the pitch-black night, the only sound being the chirping of crickets and the distant hoot of an owl. He smiled greedily and began to eat, stuffing his mouth with meat and fufu. But as he chewed, he began to hear faint whispers around him. "Kofi," a voice whispered. He froze, looking around. No one was there. He laughed nervously and kept eating. "Kofi, give me some," the voice came again, this time closer. Before he could move, he felt cold fingers brush his arm. He dropped his food, but it was too late. Out of the darkness, shadowy figures began to appear, their eyes glowing faintly like dying embers. The spirit snatched pieces of his food, laughing as they ate alongside him. Kofi screamed, but his voice was swallowed by the night. The food he thought was his alone became a feast for the spirits of the dark. His mother rushed out when she heard his cries, holding a burning torch. But by the time she reached him, the calabash was empty, and Kofi lay trembling, his eyes wide with terror. From that day, Kofi never ate in the dark again. The elders explained that eating in darkness was dangerous because the human eye cannot see what lurks around. Evil spirits, snakes, or even greedy thieves could share your meal without you noticing. It was also said that food eaten in darkness never blesses the body, it curses it. The story of Kofi spread through the village and beyond. Parents reminded their children, "Eat where the light shines, for food is meant to be shared with the living, not the spirits." And so the taboo lived on, not just as a superstition, but as a lesson about greed, respect, and the unseen dangers that walk in darkness. Moral of the story: eating in the dark teaches us that greed and secrecy bring danger. Food is life, and it must be eaten in the light, shared with others, and respected. The darkness hides what we cannot see, and sometimes what we cannot see may harm us. And that is why our elders warned us never to eat in the dark. It is more than a superstition, it is wisdom wrapped in a story. If you enjoyed this folktale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to African Cradle for more powerful stories and lessons from the heart of Africa.